Hey, what's up everyone? At Techspin, we were shopping for a new phone to replace Irene's very troubled Sony Xperia XA Ultra. It's had 2 screen replacements and 2 in-call speaker failures. Although my own XA Ultra is just fine, unless you count running out of onboard memory every 2 weeks. So anyways, we visited a Xiaomi branch and had a look at their different lineup of phones. The one that really caught my eye was the Mi Max 3. First for the really nice looking screen, but then the price tag looked good too. As I kept checking specs, it kept getting better and better, it seemed. Want a bigger screen? This one has 6.9 inches. Battery always dying on your current phone? No problem. 5500 milliamp hour capacity. Can it function as a decent video camera? 4K at 30 FPS? And EIS? Yup. Still loving corded headphones? 3.5mm headphone jack fits your needs. Oh, and none of that notch crap either. But I hear there might be a problem with connectivity for some networks. We'll look into that right after a word from our sponsor. The Enermax Liquid Fusion all-in-one cooler makes your case stand out with addressable RGB lights. The CPU pump has a stunning flow indicator visible through the see-through cover and frosted ring illumination on the fans mounted to a 240mm rad. Check out the Liquid Fusion down below. So the Xiaomi Max 3 prices at 8,000 NT in Taiwan, about $260 US, although I didn't see it listed on Amazon at the time of production. In the UK, it's £270 or 430 Canadian rubles. Headline features of the phone are of course the 6.9-inch 1080 by 2160 screen, which is just bigger than 1920 by 1080p, a 12-megapixel primary camera capable of 4K at 30 frames a second, the 5500 mAh battery, and the Snapdragon 636 8-core CPU clocked at 1.8 GHz. Since the latest CPU is the 845, we can see where the savings come from, and both the 4GB RAM, 64GB ROM, or the 6GB RAM with 128GB ROM come in one of 3 colors. We have the champagne gold. It also comes in a slightly shimmery metallic blue, and also black too. By the way, cell phone ROM does stand for read-only memory, but this has been kind of repurposed by the industry to tell fast access RAM, which clears when the power is off, from the onboard storage drive RAM they are calling a ROM. Okay, so the 18:9 aspect ratio screen with 350 pixels per inch has minimal bezels at the sides, putting speakers and cameras beside the screen, and thankfully not in a silly notch. And the phone weighs in at 221 grams, a little hefty, but with that non-removable large battery and screen, I can live with it quite easily. Inside the box we have the phone, sleeve holding the SIM, and micro SD placement guide, and warranty card, as well as a tool on the back. Below is the white charger and cable combo, which is a quick charge 3 charger. Now I've always wished for a phone with a huge screen, though you may wonder if it's actually too big. But with advancements in the design on the thin bezels, it can still fit most people's hands, although it is on the big side. The metal unibody has Xiaomi's styling on it, and the rear has lines up top for what GSMarena.com says are for the antenna. The fingerprint reader is in a fairly standard useful position here, and the 2 cameras. There's just 2 buttons on the unit, volume and power. And the other side has a dual nano SIM tray, or you can use it with 1 nano SIM and a micro SD card. On the top has a useful 3.5mm headphone jack, thanks Xiaomi. There's also a noise cancelling mic here too. The bottom has a single speaker and the primary microphone, and the phone uses a USB Type-C port, though only connecting at USB 2.0 speeds, unfortunately. So the screen itself gets decently bright and has fairly decent contrast too. Outdoor use was no problem, but it's not as bright as the Mi 8, though the surprise we got was with the color accuracy, which looks really amazing. Now I don't have the facilities nor time to do duration testing, so I went to GSM Arena to see the battery life for the unit, and they gave it a rating of 30 hours talk time, 18 hours web browsing, and over 15.5 hours video playback, which leaves most phones in the dust. As for sound, most comes from the bottom speaker, though it does also play through the earpiece as well at a quite reduced volume. You can't really call it stereo, but I guess every little bit helps. Ringing came in at 83 decibels, voice at 69 decibels. It does have really beautiful output with both external speakers and headphones alike. You can unlock the phone with a camera-based face recognition, or use the more secure fingerprint scanner on the back. The fingerprint sensor has the benefit of working well in low light situations, i.e. checking your phone in the middle of the night. The home screen approach doesn't use the app drawer. Everything lives on the home screen. To close recent apps, just flick them up. And you can do split screen with this phone also. There's a nice feature called App Lock, which password protects your Tinder, sensitive material that should be kept away from prying eyes. And it has both FM as well as a great Mi Remote app, which uses the infrared blaster port to control various electronics and appliances around your house. Without getting heavily into benchmarks, the Snapdragon 636 chipset isn't going to give flagship performance considering the newer 845 CPU is out, but it provides consistent results compared to other 636 models, again, according to GSM Arena, a site I regularly use for doing research on new phones. Please take a moment to like this video, and if you like what you see, then please do subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified when I upload new content. The main camera on the phone is a 12 megapixel f1.9 aperture, which has an accompanying 5 megapixel unit used for gauging depth. There's a gyroscopic electronic image stabilization built in along with two LEDs for the flash, both the same size and color. There's also a manual mode where you can pick ISO from 100 to 1600, set a focus from close up to far, and a shutter speed of 1/1000th all the way up to 16 seconds. Still images are very good, with plenty of detail and sharpness, and I didn't see much for artifacts. Colors were pretty good, but could be a little bit more vibrant, and the HDR saves some detail in highlights and shadows. Low light shots turned out really nicely also, and we were able to get some really nice photos in different settings. Portrait mode adds a bokeh effect that works well on people, and kind of well on different objects, depending on the complexity of the object's edges. No problems with zooming in or out. The Mi Max 3 does 4K 30 frames a second in an MP4, running at 42 megs a second for video bitrate, and the audio is at 48 kHz, using the standard AVC plus AAC for video and audio. The videos I took looked pretty awesome, great detail, and colors were good, and there was just a tiny bit of noise. For a phone camera, well, I might have to pick one up for B-roll in the studio. 1080p recording had a bit more color, I thought, and the corresponding drop in detail, but still very usable. EIS works here properly, although you can get it to work in 4K evidently by downloading the Open Camera app from the Google Play Store. I hope that Xiaomi can address this in a future update. The phone can also do some 120 FPS slow motion at 720p resolution. The selfie camera is an 8 megapixel f2.0 aperture with fixed focus. Girls will like the beauty mode where you can make your photos more to your liking. Low light, which is always important, still turned out okay, though with a small clip-on light, your results will improve dramatically. Still, pretty good. Now on to the connectivity and also the issue that I mentioned at the start. First, this phone supports Wi-Fi 802.11, A, B, G, N, AC, dual band, Wi-Fi Direct, DLNA, and can function as a hotspot. It also does Bluetooth 5.0 with A2DP and LE, whatever that is. And also has GPS with a GPS. Plus it has that nice IR blaster, a feature I used a bit actually on my last HTC phone. Now this phone says it handles GSM, CDMA, HSPA, EVDO, and LTE bands, though I was warned at the cashier that it won't work with my specific carrier, though Irene's separate cell service provider should work just fine. And searching for Mi Max 3 network problems, I did see some users with poor RF performance on 2G and 3G bands. So if you're going deep in the woods or mountains or in the countryside, you may have reception or calling issues. And I heard some users said it just wouldn't connect at all for them on those networks. If you do end up purchasing this phone, and please, do support us with affiliate links down in the comments, that would be awesome. Thank you very much. Do let us know if you have any network problems, how you found the stability, and overall the build and usage of your phone.
Hi everyone, I'm Irene. I want to talk about this Xiaomi Max 3 phone. First is about the screen quality. The screen quality is really good. You can see all the detail is very clear, and the color is very bright.
Yeah, it has some rich colors. Actually, that's kind of what attracted me to the phone in the first place. And when we both saw it in the Xiaomi store, we thought it was really excellent. We started picking it up and playing with it a little bit.
Yeah, and also the brightness.
Yeah.
The brightness is really good. You can really tell the difference when you turn it down or up. So when it's very sunny outside, you turn it up, you can see your screen very clear.
So sunlight visibility, very good.
Yeah, very good. And the other side, sometimes I like to play my phone before I go to sleep. So I would turn down the brightness. For my old phone, when I turn it down, it won't really go down. So my eyes still feel the phone is really bright. But this phone, you can turn it really, really low, and I can, play for a while, and my eyes won't feel like hurts.
How was the interface? How was using the phone?
Yeah, the response is really quick too. So
like snappy, peppy.
Yeah, very fast. So you can, use your phone very, very quickly.
How about the weight? Did you think it's too heavy?
Actually, I think it's perfect because this is a big phone compared to other phone, and the battery is really big, so it has some weight, but it won't be too heavy for you to hold it. So I think it's good for this phone.
And it's got a good balance too. It's not.
Yeah. So it's really good.
Sound. How's the sound from the phone?
Actually, when I use YouTube watch the TV show, the volume is kind of low when I'm not using the earphone.
Oh, right, yeah. So actually from the speaker itself, it's a little low.
Yeah, from the speaker, it's kind of low. Other than that, use the earphone, the headphone is normal, is good. And
we touched on the battery before. How's the battery life on this one compared to your last one, the XA Ultra from Sony?
I think the battery is the best thing for this phone. The battery can last really, really, really long. I can play my phone like maybe 2 days. I don't have to charge my phone. You still have maybe 30%, 40%, and like if you didn't play your phone like too much in a day.
You finished work and you said you ended.
Yeah, I think like in the end of the day, my battery still have 80%, 90%. It's really, really amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, and I haven't tried this yet, but the staff told me you can even use this phone as a power bank for other phone or other device.
Oh wow, charge up other phones? Wow.
Yeah.
How did you like the camera shots? Taking photos with the camera?
The response was very, very quick. I can turn it on right away and take a photo and check a photo like seconds.
Yeah.
So not like my older phone, I need to wait till you load, and I want to check a picture, I need to wait again. So this one's actually very quick.
Yeah.
And the quality is really good.
Awesome. And did you try any like low light shots, like dim places with not a lot of light? Did you try some low light?
Yeah, I went to the Christmas thing somewhere here, Banqiao, and then they have lots of Christmas light, and I took some photo, and it's not too dark, so it's really good. You still can see the people in the picture.
So some beautiful shots then?
Yeah, very clear, and you can also see the background of Christmas lights. Very beautiful.
This phone actually has a feature where it has like a blurred portrait or like a bokeh. It's not a camera obviously because the lens is so small, but it's a software thing where it blurs out the background. What did you think of that?
Yeah, especially when you wanna take picture for someone. This feature is really good. You don't have to edit the photo after because it's just automatically blur all the background, like people pass by or something really messy. It just blur, so it looks really nice and clear.
Cool. And you mentioned there's some kind of panorama feature?
Yeah. I just used it yesterday. So you just follow it will teach you how to do it. You just follow the arrow from left to right or right to left, and then
you just kind of wave it over.
Yeah, wave it over, and then you will get a nice and beautiful picture. Yes.
How is the charging time? Because it's got a huge battery, so
yeah. It compared to my previous phone, again, is really fast. So I'm really happy with this phone.
So the battery lasts a long time, plus it charges really fast.
Yes.
So that's great. Okay,
Amazing.
cool. How's the, did you try the fingerprint reader at all?
Oh, yeah. I really like this feature. So you don't have to type in your password or
Do the pattern or something?
Yeah,
each time?
you don't have to do it anymore. You just, set your prints, any finger you like, and then you just like touch it. It's very sensitive. You don't need to, there's no certain angle or anything. You just, put your finger on it and
you register your finger and then it'll work after that.
And
cool.
also, it will automatically help you select that I have this bank apps. I have 2 bank apps on my phone, and then it will automatically choose this one for you. So I don't have to type in password or pattern anymore.
So it like saves your password, and then when you use your fingerprint, it.
Yeah. So when
wow.
I just need
That's cool.
use my fingerprint, I don't need to type in anything.
Cool.
You just lock in.
Cool. Any connectivity issues, like when you're trying to make phone calls to the regular network or receiving 4G, 3G? Any problems with that you noticed?
So far, the phone call is okay. There's one problem when I use Line apps.
Oh yeah, Line is the big thing in Taiwan. Everyone uses
we
Line.
To use it
so.
here. We use it to the message, send the files, or talk of FaceTime.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have this problem that when I do the video chat with my family, with my friend, they say they could not hear my voice.
Right, it sounds tinny and metallic, and the volume is like nothing, right?
Yeah, I can hear from them very clearly, no problem. They cannot hear me.
Yeah, we actually found one report of this online as well, and we reached out to Xiaomi, and at the time of this recording, they haven't replied with a statement or anything like that. So if we find out any more information about this, we'll let you know in the comments. But they did go to, you did go to the Xiaomi branch.
I
right?
went to the shop, the service center here, and then actually the staff there is really nice, very patient for everyone there. And then I told them I have this problem. They just checked my phone and kindly find out what solution they have. So they helped me downgrade a little bit for my Line app,
right,
and then get back to normal.
Cool. But this is of course, this is a temporary solution because in the future you'll need to upgrade Line because they'll release new stickers or new features or whatever, and then who knows if you'll have the problem again. So hopefully Xiaomi will address this.
Yeah, they not only just he helped me downgrade Line app, also report this problem to Line, also Xiaomi website.
Cool.
So we just wait for their response.
And this is, it's not, Line is a big thing here, but it may not, affect you at all. So, this is a relatively small problem in the global market, but for us personally, it's affected us. So hopefully Xiaomi will come up with some nice response to that. The big question, is it too big? It's 6.9-inch screen, and it's, like for me, if I'm holding it, it's, a little on the large side for my hand, but how about you, if you're holding it?
It is big, but it's still in a acceptable range.
Right.
Because it still can fit into my pocket, my jacket pocket. I still can put it into my purse, even the small ones. For my selfie stick, I have to take down the case, so it will fit in. So you might want to take that into your consideration when you want to buy these phones. See if you will fit in the wideness on your selfie stick.
Or you might need to buy a new selfie stick. That's true. Yeah.
Yes. So overall the size is no problem. I like it. It's big, and especially when I play games. So it's really good.
Cool.
Yes.
So the Xiaomi Max 3 has a really beautiful, more than 1080p 6.9-inch screen with a great exterior finish, with a massive 5500 milliamp battery. The Snapdragon 636 8-core is snappy and responsive, and while not the latest, you get a well put together product for just $260 US, 274 pounds in the UK, or 430 Canadian. Overall, I really love the screen size, resolution, and brightness, plus the nice feature to zoom in to feel the full screen, and we'll be giving it a 10 on the meter. The phone runs Xiaomi's recently updated MIUI 10 on top of Android 8.1 Oreo, and the gesture navigation included works really nicely. It was intuitive, though not having the app drawer took a little getting used to. Obviously the large screen will take power, so we were happy it comes with such a large battery. Even at 221 grams, it's not too much, and you don't have to carry a power bank everywhere you go. The stamina of the phone is really remarkable, and for that, we'll be giving the Xiaomi Max 3 a Techspin Platinum Award for a very well executed design and feature set. With a great camera, great video, and tons of customizations for photos, we really enjoyed taking snapshots, though the lack of working image stabilization at 4K was odd, and we hope that gets addressed in an update. Anyways, the Xiaomi Max 3 is a great phone for a daily driver. It won't break the bank, but you might need slightly bigger pockets. Irene's really happy with her new phone, and it was definitely worth the money in our opinion. If you picked this up, please do let us know your impressions and experience with the phone. And what did you guys think of our first ever phone review? Is there a model that you'd like us to check out? Please hit that thumbs up button if you like this video, or tell us how we could improve for next time. To see more videos like this, please do subscribe for new content and be sure to click that bell icon to get notified when we put up a new video. We check the comments and we do reply to most, so if you have a question or if we miss something, then please do tell us down below. And let us know what you'd like to see next. Thank you all very much for watching, and see you again soon. Bye for now.